Sir, aren't you concerned, though, about exacerbating fears about undocumented immigrants? You're making it sound as if undocumented immigrants commit more crimes than people who are just native-born Americans. There was a Cato Institute study put out in March of this year that says all immigrants are less likely to be incarcerated than Americans. What is your sense of the numbers on this? Are undocumented people more likely or less likely to commit crimes?
I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is two things. Number one, people that enter this country illegally violate the laws of this country. You can't want to be a part of this great nation and not respect its laws. So when you violate the laws in this country, and the taxpayers in this country spend billions of dollars a year on border security, immigration court, detention, and they go through a process. They get a decision from an immigration judge. Most times we'll appeal it to the Board of Immigration Appeals, then to a circuit court. When that due process is over, that final order from a federal judge needs to mean something, or this whole system has no integrity. I don't know what other federal agency in this country is told to ignore a federal judge's order from a bench. We are simply doing our job. Did I say aliens commit more crimes than U.S. citizens? I didn't say that. I'm saying, number one, they're in the country illegally. They're in the country. They already committed one crime by entering the country illegally, but when they commit a crime against a citizen of this country, they draw our attention. As far as fear in the immigrant community, I testified a couple weeks ago, and I get a lot of media saying, well, you're instilling fear in the immigrant community. My purpose is to dispel the notion that if you enter this country illegally and violate the laws of this nation, you should not be comfortable. None of us in this room will be comfortable if we go speeding down the highway. We're going to think, maybe I'll get a ticket. Right. If you lie in your taxes, you may get audited. Well, if you enter this country illegally, you should be concerned that someone's looking for you. You should be concerned because you violated the laws of this country.
And nobody wants to excuse law breaking, but what do you do with a family where a mother brings her children across the border? She has committed a crime, in your view, at that point by crossing the border illegally. She's in this country with her 2 young children. Those children grow up, become the so-called dreamers in this country. Do you deport the mother and separate the mother from the family? Because what you're saying, if you look at this from a cold and clinical standpoint, what you're saying is because the mother crossed the border illegally, committed a crime, that she should be separated from her children. What do you say to that?
I can tell you.
You're not setting policy here. You're here to talk about enforcement.
I'm here.
That enforcement has real impacts on people's lives.
U.S. citizen families get separated every day when a parent or when a parent gets arrested for a criminal charge. So those here illegally, they put themselves in that position. So when it comes to separating families, when someone chooses to enter this country illegally and they're here illegally and they choose to have a child that's a U.S. citizen, they put themselves in that position. Not the U.S. government, not the ICE officers. So again, we're enforcing the law. Look, if we don't have border security, if we don't enforce the laws that's written in the books, then you're never going to control the border. Why do you think we got 11 or 12 million people in this country now? Because there has been this notion that if you get by the Border Patrol, you get in the United States, you have a U.S. citizen kid, no one's looking for you. But those days are over.